So, Transformers 4 Age of Extinction. This is the Radio Free Cybertron review. So, spoilers are ahead. Transformers 4 Age of Extinction. So, first, let me say, this is the fourth Michael Bay Transformers movie. If you like the first three, you're probably going to like this one. If you didn't like the first three movies, you're not going to like it. So, I want to start off with my favorite quote from the film. I think it's perfectly illustrative of the movie. Tank's empty, bro. Hound. So, at a cursory glance, Age of Extinction is, by Transformers movie standards, a competent outing on par with at least the last movie. And because of that, head and shoulders above Revenge of the Fallen. But upon further investigation, its shiny digital exterior cracks, and we're left with what's really the worst Transformers film yet underneath. So the last film, Dark of the Moon, culminated with an apocalyptic battle in which Chicago is destroyed. The battle is pretty much the high point of the Transformers film series thus far, from both a storytelling and technical standpoint. It was huge in scope, it was visually thrilling, and it was well executed. That serves as a lead-in to Age of Extinction, which pits the Transformers versus a Black Ops subdivision of the CIA, with humanity's fate in the balance. The film focuses on a new set of humans and their amplified domestic woes. Cade Yeager is a down-and-out widower/inventor/nerdy but still fit former high school jock turned teen parent. Yeager's wife died at some undefined point in the past, conveniently leaving him unattached, and primed for a future romantic subplot. Potentially, we'll see. He and his hot teenage daughter Tessa own Yeager Robotics, which is headquartered in a barn situated on the Yeager property. Tessa's secret boyfriend, Shane, is a rally car driver. Yeah, so pay attention because the movie is going to focus on these guys a lot. After Chicago, humanity decides that the Transformers are a threat and must be eliminated. Well, actually, humanity decides that the Decepticons are a threat and must be eliminated. Humanity seems to be pretty cool with the Autobots still. But Harold Attinger isn't. Attinger, played by Kelsey Grammer, is the head of the super-secret CIA Black Ops subdivision, which is in cahoots with bounty hunter Lockdown. Lockdown's looking for Optimus to add to his collection and take back to the mysterious creators of the Transformers. And those creators, they actually killed all of the dinosaurs 65 million years ago because they could. Make sense? So that's pretty much the setup for the remainder of the movie. The movie itself meanders for nearly 3 hours, and I don't understand why it goes on that long. It just does. In those 3 hours, you see a lot of American flags, tons of lens flare, a few lifeless action sequences, forced interaction between the human cast members, and other things which were surprisingly done better in the first three movies. There are things I liked about the movie. The Autobots are literally more colorful and more distinctive than previous iterations. The film's visuals are bright and razor sharp. While virtually indistinct from other Decepticons, Lockdown is fairly well executed. And while probably too late, we were given a lot of framework to work from on potential future sequels. Overall, though, there was just too much going against the movie. There was no wow factor. There was no tentpole scene that made the movie worth the cost of admission. There was nothing that we haven't seen already. The acting was terrible even by Transformers movie standards. Galvatron was virtually a non-entity. The promising concept of human-designed Transformers seemed virtually unrealized. Overall, the movie was just going through the motions. It was unimaginative, it was lifeless. Worst of all, the Dinobots, who were like the best part of the trailer, they were neutered by their very introduction. Having to prove himself to the Dinobots, Optimus Prime faces Grimlock in battle, and Optimus Prime defeats Grimlock handily. Wasn't even close. Why do we need the Dinobots again? One could argue that Revenge of the Fallen is the worst Transformers film. Technically, Revenge of the Fallen is a nightmare. It's a dust devil of a film. It churns in its own filth for a long time, but ultimately leaves very little behind. The one area in which Revenge of the Fallen succeeds, however, is its energy. As a director, Bay paints destruction with verve and enthusiasm in the 2009 sequel. This movie, which he didn't even originally intend to direct, just seems like a paycheck. I wasn't incredibly pleased with Transformers 4 Age of Extinction. It's my least favorite of the Transformers films thus far. While I entirely understand why Michael Bay directs these movies, he makes money. He just doesn't make good movies. But that really doesn't matter. So like I said before, if you like the first three, you'll like this one. If you didn't, you won't. Simple as that.